Alright, welcome to today's group stage game with Night Shift and the Ultimate Monkeys. So we're going to get started with Night Shift attacking first, Ultimate Monkeys defending on Oregon. So, Funzo, what's your predictions right away?
I'm thinking this is probably gonna go into a Night Shift favor. Going into prior games, Night Shift has had 3 wins with 1 loss in previous weeks, while Ultimate Monkeys have 1 overtime loss and 3 losses. So it's looking more of a Night Shift favor, but we also have to remember that Ultimate, they did come in late into the
They are a new team in this season, and sadly they did have to come in with a few losses before they were even able to play a game.
Yeah, so we don't have perfect stats on them on how they'll play and stuff. I can't remember. I think we have 1 other week of them, and I think that was the overtime loss that they had. So it'll be interesting to see how they compare to the tied for first team in their group, because Night Shift and Temper Esports, which prior was STK Esports, are tied at the top.
Yes. So overall, right now, just some basic bands. You know, the Mav, Flores, Mira, and then my band coming out, which is sometimes can be a little bit more uncommon from those normal ranked bands, but it's such a strong operator to play nowadays with just all the util he can bring and all the extra util that the attackers need to get rid of.
Yeah, I'm actually kind of happy with those map bands. They're a little bit more geared towards an Oregon pick. Because Maverick is so used to get attic, wall, or when pushing into basement, or actually any site. Maverick is really big on this map. Same with Flores, especially in that bunker to get the shield always on that elbow. Mira, I mean, we don't have to say much about Mira. She's always banned, and he just pretty well on the OMI there.
So being a pretty normal lineup for the attackers, you know, bringing the hard breach, breach and all. The Thatcher is on the board, which is actually pretty uncommon if you think about it. Normally, yeah, you play a game and Thatcher's always off the board, but we do have a Warden out in the field, which I think is very odd.
Swapping mags. Test out. Godspeed, little fella. Flying EDS. Loading mag!
10 seconds to insertion. 5 seconds to go. Attacker's objective is to locate a bomb and defuse it.
Monkeys right now. So here we're getting into the round now. Is about 10 seconds in. Sorry for the casting issues right now, as currently we are not able to see what is currently going on. Yes.
Go through Chrome if you can.
Sorry for the technical issues, everybody. I'll fill in the casting as we go. So we got the Iona coming in from an attic, just gonna use her drone to just scout out. No one's shooting it yet for DJ, so attic's clear. They're gonna move in, and Bahaiko is realistically the only one that's
a bomb has been located.
They're also looking out for the main entrance in the bedroom. C4 from Trex, gets himself with it. I don't think that was intentional. Oh, Joe's bar just gets the grenade. Just only for the down on the warden for Trex. Night Shift hanging outside of the window for dorms. Silo though, just looking for those angles. Plenty of those pre-fires. Yeah, Delta, realistically the only one actually looking at this window. Wise isn't. I think it's still also just defending against the main entrance side. So Lemon is still attacking the window. Silo did go downstairs, taking some shots. Who came up from behind? Isaac. Now it is a 1v4. Lemon is the only one outside. And it's now a 1v4. Ooh, he's getting some cheeky shots. Lemon. Ooh, Delta with the first round. All right, let's get this. Okay, I'm gonna transfer the broadcast to Chrome so you guys can actually see it.
Now it's fine in prep phase again.
This issue actually happened to the game 3 weeks ago for our anime versus Horizon. So I'm gonna fix that real quick. So I got.
Let them plan for it. So don't
Yeah,
pause
go ahead and unpause it.
Are you sure? I mean, it's gonna take me like 3 seconds.
Yeah. Well,
Okay.
either one.
All right, I'm gonna continue the stream, but there may not be casting for this for the beginning of the round.
That's fine. And then just switch to Chrome when you can.
Yes, looking like normal lineups for both. Bringing a Thunderbird for the defense. Currently no sixes are going out. Sixing off the Thunderbird for a Goyo for a laundry, for a basement hold on Oregon. Pretty common to see.
Yeah, we definitely love that Goyo pick ourselves on our own team. But it'll be
Yes,
very
we do.
interesting to see with the Goyo rework coming out soon.
Mm-hmm.
Where if you don't know, he's losing his shields. And instead we'll just have his jerry cans that will make a bigger longer.
Yes, it'll be interesting to see how teams will adapt to the Goyo rework. With the Goyo rework though, the duration of the fire it does last actually a lot longer than what it used to, as well as the explosion damage from when the jerry can would first explode is actually no longer there anymore. You can only receive damage from the fire.
Okay, can you guys see this as well?
A little bit, kind of.
Is there any way you can turn the quality down? So then maybe it'll run better?
I don't think so. Some more technical issues, everybody. Apologies.
Can you put it to 15 frame rate? 720 by 15?
I do not have that option here in the Chrome version.
Weird.
Okay, here, I'm gonna restart the client again. This time I'll do. Yeah, so I'm gonna restart the client real quick on administrator and see what happens. Yeah, sorry about that, everybody. I can't seem to open it. Administrator. Okay, come on. Back in there. There we go. All right. Don't know if you guys can see that.
Yes, we can.
Time to make a new score.
All right. I haven't really picked it up, but it seems that Ultimate Monkeys are down 2 players on the defense.
Down 2 players, 5 up for night shift as of right now. Freezer control, just dropped freezer hatch. DJ dropping freezer hatch and getting a pick into laundry hall, leaving that side of the map completely open. And another pick coming from bots. Ooh, and a flawless round for night shift. What a great attack from what we could see, just showing the dominance.
I think we missed a lot of the room clearing, but you could see a great rush into site there, where they came in through freezer and through laundry to be able to get the angles to cut off different rotates and make sure that they could go for the plant. But they didn't even need to. They were able to get all the kills before the diffuser even started going down.
Yes. Ultimate Monkey is bringing out a Valkyrie now. Seeing if they're will stick the Valkyrie and abuse the extra info that they will be able to have with the Valkyrie on the board.
Oh.
Well, we're seeing the Valkyrie going to a smoke, getting rid of that extra util as well as Sledge, losing the nades for Twitch to get rid of some extra
Defenders, protect your bombs from being defused by
util before
attackers.
they can do their execute.
I was wondering with that first lineup who they were going to have on elbow, if any, because Smoke is the common player there with the shotgun and his shield, paired with ADSs and maybe even the Thunderbird sometimes.
Yes, yeah. No, I do find that interesting though on why they went to, because the Thunderbird, I can definitely see the Thunderbird pick off of that going to Smoke or having the Smoke as well as the Valkyrie. I think that would be very, very big, and having that extra info just to kind of help them out a little bit more for, especially for basement, where there's not a whole lot of info to have down there. So as we get our attack started, we have 4 spawning in construction, 1 on street. Looks like they're going for back tower, bunker push.
Night shift with a lot of drones, getting a lot of info on what Ultimate Monkeys are doing in this hold.
The Ultimate Monkeys now don't have anyone in holding pillar. Oh, looks like you're getting the bandit to go in pillar now.
I wonder what the Ultimate Monkeys roam game is. If I wasn't mistaken, I think they have 3 on site, maybe 4 if there's 1 in freezer.
Yes. Only they do have 4 in basements, and then just one on the roam. He's sitting at that top.
Oh, top freezer. So it's not a very heavy roam here, which might be the best deal because it looks like Night Shift is doing more of a direct take.
It's really focusing on that backside. Interesting to see.
Think LMG with the Russian reflex, huh?
With the Russian reflex instead of the 1.5.
Bomb located by attackers.
They are trying to contest the pillar hall as well as E-box from laundry stairs, or sorry, not laundry stairs, but back stairs.
Looks like Thermite's going for the hatch in open area. To go into that little cubby, going to B site.
Ultimate Monkey's just giving up a lot of control to Night Shift, not with that heavy roam and just kind of bunkering down. I mean, there is more than half the round wasted with only a minute 10 left.
Looks like Night Shift though does have pillar control, which is pretty huge. Kind of cuts off almost all rotation from freezer to the other side, which currently is 2 players of Ultimate Monkeys in freezer, so they are kind of cut off on their angles. So
Ultimate Monkey's trying to prevent the execute from Night Shift. Nitro going into E-box, finds nobody though. Does that do a little bit of damage?
Does do a little bit of damage to Iana there. Does about 50. Thinker with his LMG coming out and picking off the bandit, but Ultimate Monkeys come back with a kill onto Silo.
Ultimate Monkeys right now not in optimal positions to counter one of these plants that they're trying to do. Oh, but
a lot of cries coming off for Ultimate Monkeys, and they get the round.
3 or 4K from Delta?
I think I think it was. I know it was at least a 2K there.
I saw at least 3. I know that for a fact.
Then
But,
I think so, because I think. I actually don't know. We'll have to watch
Good
that
round,
back on a replay to confirm.
Yes, good
I'll keep
round
an eye out
from
on that.
Ultimate Monkeys. You know, not having a whole lot of the heavy roam, but still able to waste a lot of time, giving the night shift not a whole lot of time to completely execute their plants down,
Yeah.
and
If I
Ultimate
was night
Monkeys just able to
shift,
pick them off.
if I was night shift right now, I'd be talking about to do things a little bit quicker. They spent 2 minutes to kind of just take tower stairs
Defenders,
and
protect your
bunker.
bombs
That
from
was
being
about the
defused by attackers.
whole outcome out of 2 minutes, leaving them with about a minute left to go for plants with it being a 5v5 in a very defensive site. If you don't get other angles and things.
Yes, I think that was the very breaking point for night shift on that round is just them taking too much time, because for not a super heavy roam from Ultimate Monkeys, they did take a lot of time still going through the clear, which I mean can be very helpful,
10 seconds left
you know,
before insertion.
watching for mistakes from the defenders, but just being able to do that a little bit faster and just maybe kind of do it with drones versus face checking.
Attackers are
So
moving out to locate
Ultimate
the
Monkeys
bomb.
does have the Valk this time and stuck with it, so it'd be interesting to see if those that intel will be able to come out in use. Just as a little note, Delta last round did get a 3K. It was a 3-piece.
Was 3, okay. So attack round started. We have a Yana repel into Big Tower and T2. Just holding that as the Mav is banned, which is a very normally one of the most common operators you see go Big Tower to open that up and create angles and just make a rotate from Big Tower into Attic.
What's surprising is with that Maverick and Flores ban is Ultimate Monkeys didn't go with any type of wall denial for this top floor hold. Thatcher is on the board, so maybe that was their idea, was like Thatcher will get it anyways, why throw something at it that will get destroyed in seconds. But it kind of something interesting to note, because that just allows the defenders a really quick entry into anything without even having to use the Thatchers, and the Thatcher can be used on, for say, the Mira, I mean not the Mira, the Valkyrie or the Thunderbirds, or even the ADSs if done properly.
And as you were saying, being able to get that game's wall open very quickly, we just have sitting out on master balcony, or just kind of looking through the breach, seeing if they can find any mistakes from Ultimate Monkeys, just get a free pick. As we have Delta heading back up master stairs to
Looks
see
like
if
he
he
got
can get a flank.
misdroned. So let's see if Night Shift will be able to react to that, or if they don't even know.
Yes.
It looks like Thatcher's by himself with Case and Trophy, with Delta right behind him. This
Dude,
could
they
be
do
bad.
not know Delta is behind. He goes into army though. Is just kind of playing it safe, you know, taking it slow and
Bomb
methodical,
located by attackers.
wasting as
There's a
much.
Minute left on the round, so he doesn't have to do too much. He just has to be able to get the last couple of seconds to counter the rush into site that's gonna ultimately come down here in a couple of seconds.
I do want to say they do have a complete attic control with 2 members. Actually, it looks like 3 members in attic. So there's 1 in trophy and then 3 in attic right now.
Well, the
As
plan
they're
is
going for a
coming
plan,
down.
but Delta does not know. He's not going for a swing and a trophy. Gonna play more of the post
Attackers are
plant.
activating the diffuser.
That might have been the biggest effect.
Defenders have eyes on the
Friends at least 1 kill.
Need to protect it.
We're left into a 3v2 post-plant situation with Night Shift having an advantage here.
We are 3v2 right now. Oh,
Whoa.
Lemon swings and gets Delta off of Master Breach, and then Kylo getting the last kill.
I think it's fair to say that this has been a good game thus far. It's kind of been going back and forth on round wins here.
Yes.
Very, very even split. Even within kind of the own frags per team, it's kind of very split between them.
We were able to see a plant, so that was the first complete plant of the game so far. They were able to get complete attic control and as well just walking from trophy into attic door and just plant right on the door right there, and the ultimate monkeys couldn't do anything about it. So again, normal lineup that we've been seeing from night shift all game. This time we see a Legion pick, but 6 off
Attackers
to
need
the
to locate and
Aruni
defuse as many
from
bombs as they can.
Ultimate Monkeys. Making the basic rotates as they need to. Very interesting Malusi spot, keeping it close on top white door, as it can easily be shot from a pretty safe angle from top white.
10 seconds left.
Looks like
5 seconds left before
Valkyrie was AFK for majority of the prep round, getting ready for
Attackers
Val
must
cam
locate
outside to throw it on the
bomb.
antenna. There's always a very good spot to see, and it'd be interesting to see how much more Valk, or how much less Valk will be played going into this upcoming season, where cams can only be outside for 10 seconds where they're still completely operational. So again, from night shift, looking like it's going to be a master push with possibly partially attic like they did last time. Do have 2 bodies on master balcony right now, with Sledge going.
This is
Just trying to get a drone into games window.
quite an interesting hold here, where they have games wall. One of it is already open. They have it open for an aisle, I'm guessing. Very interesting hold, but Jaeger almost losing his life there. Only has about 25 HP left.
Yes, that is an uncommon hold. I do kind of like it, because it makes the attackers a little bit more scared to gain control of master, which is where ultimately the monkeys fell from last time. Is they let them get master control fairly quick, as well as attic control.
Definitely. Looks like night shift is pretty spread out on this attack. They do have everyone pushing. They have some pushing through trophy and bedroom, some in attic, and some on big window. Putting pressure on all sides to try to scare off ultimate monkeys and kind of keep them separated and not be able to get as many refrags.
They were able to completely open up attic wall this time. Getting the Cade Claw off the wall, which we did see some breach denial this time, which is a different last round, but well, wasn't able to waste a good amount of time, but ultimately the wall was still opened.
So night shift has used 5 of their nades
Bomb
already.
located by attackers.
Bots and
A bomb has been located.
Joe's still has 1 nade each. Oh, and there goes one to get rid of the Bruni charge.
They should be able to get these picks with the vault up. Ooh,
Wow.
he's able to get the one down, but
Plant is actually going down by Thermite, by Lemon here.
yes.
See if he's able to get it.
Apparently there was nothing
Oh.
called. It was on top of the dresser.
Valk barely able to pull it out in time for the plant denial. So right now it's a 1v3, but one of
With
the
only 15
members
seconds left in the round. Ooh,
Oh.
but he swings to get the down guy, and then Kylo's able to finish up the round.
going for that down might have been the
The death of him right there.
Mm-hmm.
Well, hopefully his lesson has been learned, where it's if you see a down guy, just leave him be. Well, he'll die eventually.
Mm-hmm.
An Ella pick coming for the defense. I wonder if they're gonna 6 off of
Interesting.
that, or if they're gonna
I
keep
feel like it's
that.
been a while since I've seen an Ella being effectively played here in this league.
6ing off Thermite, bringing the Habana, so still keeping the hard breaching capability. Just want it from range instead of having to get right up on the wall.
I'm wondering if Night Shift thinks that they're going to be going kitchen or something, so then they
Attackers
can
need
get
to
a little bit
locate
different
and
walls,
defuse
different
bombs.
angles. But
Yes.
in fact, the Ultimate Monkey still is wanting to go on the top floor for the 3rd time.
Yes, third time in a row, so hopefully third time's the charm. You know, is what they say.
They've been allowing Night Shift to kind of just take trophy a little too quick, I'd say, and just walking in and be able to plant. That last round, Night Shift did do good work of having multiple angles and moving to different places. But both rounds where they're on this top floor was pretty similar plays through trophy and attic to get that plant down.
Yes, that is 2 rounds in a row that, or at least one round where they got the plant, and then the second round they should have gotten the plant down, but it was denied at the last second by the Valkyrie.
Hopefully the smoke wasn't crucial on making rotates and doing setup, as he is still AFK 15 minutes, 15 seconds into the round. Very interesting.
Wonder if Night Shift will pick up on seeing that not everything's. Oh, look at this! Ella still has her shield. That neither shields have been placed so far by
Correct me
Ultimate
if I'm
Monkeys.
wrong, but I also think Jaeger has both his.
Both his barbed wires.
Yeah, I don't know why they have so much utility in their pockets still. That's usually what you don't want.
And he has an ADS and 2 barbed wires pocketed still. They're not using a lot of utility right there, because that's an extra nade that you can get rid of.
I wonder if he's using it to figure out where they're coming from and then put that ADS down later.
We do have Psyker putting down his shield now, so now there's only 1 shield. Oh, and Ella just put down her shield as well. Don't know where that one was placed.
Especially on the roam, that's a very interesting thing to put a shield down on roam. Oh, here comes a grenade. That's probably gonna hit his mark. Oh, barely misses his mark by the timing. Oh no!
Playing top white and just is able to walk up white and get the kill with Jaeger's both of his barbed wires, and nowhere to be found. Then one of those could have been on white, and
Maverick had no idea.
Could still be alive.
He saw the drone coming in, but he had no idea someone was pushing on those stairs.
Yes.
Oh no, it looks like Ella's
the drone.
That's a triple kill for DJ. That's that's
quad kill. He can go for the ace right here. DJ is eating.
He's going down by the Hibana. Let's see what goes on here.
There is no call where the mute is right now.
Mute has dropped. If I'm not mistaken, they have drones watching that drop though, so they're oh yeah.
Are his teammates going to be kind enough? Oh, they're not going to be kind enough and let him get the ace. So DJ with a 4K in this round. It's a 4-2 split in Night Shift's favor.
That's not looking too good for Ultimate Monkeys. They really are going to have to make sure that they get these next couple of rounds cemented.
Night Shift just showing complete dominance over the Ultimate Monkeys.
Especially, on that top floor in particular, they're showing a really big dominance on that top floor hold. And in fact, Night Shift is going to take them there on the first round. They're saying this floor is ours. Let's prove it.
Yes.
Oh, they're going for a switch from a Lucy to Valkyrie for that intel.
So it looks like we will have Night Shift picking up the Valk right away and be able to abuse the extra info that she's able to bring and just able to give more efficient callouts. Interesting cam and Master. I don't think I've ever actually seen that one before.
Interesting shield as well. I've seen that before, but it's always an interesting placement for that shield.
Getting cam in attic and at the top, right by the breach as well.
Yeah.
Very sight-oriented cameras.
Definitely. Very common places for enemies to be able to take quickly and to hold. So it's good to have those infos there. And in places where people usually won't see, that thermite cam though was right next to the Valk cam. So he might have seen that and called it out for his teammates to say, hey, once you get in there, shoot that. But maybe he was staring at the Jaeger instead and didn't see the cam. We'll have to maybe keep an eye on that.
Yes.
So it looks like one of them, if I'm not mistaken, Goyo is on a roam.
Yep, Goyo is currently in meeting right now. Going to be playing in split, or at least by split.
So it looks like 3 of them are going for an armory / master take. The other 2, I'm not sure where they are currently, but... Alright, so we have 2 of them on big tower. Interesting enough, Jackal is on a rappel on big window instead of trying to see if there's anyone on a row.
Bomb located by attackers.
Maybe just for the smokes and that PDW.
I think they might just be going for a direct site takeover, worrying about the roam. We do have Goyo playing underneath the lobby or in main area right now. He does have a sledge right above him with the diffuser actually.
There's a drone in classroom that's on and watching him
Ooh.
currently.
Able to get the nitro cell from below.
And the cam, even though it was spotting him. We have a jump in into white stairs. Oh, and DJ is able to
with
pick it
another
off.
kill.
It's wild.
DJ already 2 kills into the round with just under.
DJ is
half the
doing
round
very
left.
well this game. He's
just
at
opened half
11 and 4 currently, which is
Yes.
showing complete dominance on this top floor.
Having a fantastic game.
Attackers have dropped the bomb.
Oh, and he gets a wall bang through
What
the
a
window
shot.
at the top main. Wow.
You know he's patting himself on the back right now. He is
Oh,
so happy
yes.
with himself.
Hopefully he does not let his ego take over and he
Attackers
throws his
recovered the
life
bomb
away.
diffuser.
It is a 5v2. They are in the runs of getting a flawless
The
round.
2 alive are the top frags for Ultimate Monkey, so it's... we have an engagement with
Place where
Jaeger
it
and
swings.
Finka. And Jaeger wins that engagement out without taking any damage.
Last is on big window, no big window, and DJ swings.
DJ.
He gets another 4K.
On a
That's 2
flawless...
4Ks in a row.
Yes, it is. On top floor. Night Shift really wanted to just say, hey, this is my top floor. Don't try to fight me here. I think one of the biggest things Ultimate needed to do there was to isolate DJ on his roam, especially with that Jackal. Could have easily picked up the Goyo feet from White Window, or
Yes.
just showers or something. Would have been able to figure them out and what they were doing. But it just they did not go for that, and it really came back to haunt them that round.
Yes, it did. Allowing DJ to get another 4K, his second 4K in a row.
Attackers need
I mean,
to
that-
locate
that-
and
that right
defuse
there
as
is
many
just,
bombs as they can.
13 and 4 within the 7 rounds.
Explosive ready. Red flag going up.
It's almost
Complete-
an average of
complete
2 kills a
utter
round.
Finish deploying.
Will Ultimate Monkeys be able to come back and answer to these rounds that they've been able to counter with or say anything to? I mean, they've just been losing these rounds very convincingly. Like, I think Night Shift only lost 1 body 2 rounds ago, and then the last round obviously was a flawless win for Night Shift. So
5 seconds to go.
It looks like Ultimate Monkeys have lost 2 of their drones already
Attackers'
within the
objective
prep
is to
phase.
locate a bomb and defuse it.
And then the other 3 drones, I'm not sure if they're in very useful positions yet. So I don't know if they have any major intel on how Night Shift is doing this. But it'll be interesting to see how they push this.
yes, they are not. See, it seems like they're kind of trying to do their own solo pushes. It's not like they're trying to work together a little bit. I mean, they kind of drone for a little bit and then try and go on their own, like, and just try and make solo plays to see if it can
Looks like
change
this
the
is
outcome
probably
of the
going
round.
to be a laundry and freezer take, as nobody is towards that back side. So it'll be interesting to see here, because it looks like Night Shift has a lot of util facing into that
I won't let this one seep
the
away.
tarp section of basement, that blue area.
Night Shift doing more of a turtle hold, but DJ kind of getting the itch and wants to go upstairs and see what he can do. But
With a minute
he's
into
playing
the
and
round,
playing.
he knows that they're not going for that backside, so he's wondering that they're going to be in meeting and kitchen, and he knows these things, so he's just waiting for somebody to either peek him or for his time to go and try to
Drone
get
activated.
some of these frags.
yes,
Thermite's already walking into freezer. They have hatch open. Val
ooh,
gets
DJ
in
taking a
there.
little bit of damage.
Reloading.
DJ did, yeah. Don't know who did that to
Thinking
him,
of
but
the grenade.
if I was the Jackal on Ultimate Monkey's side curve, I would be going and finding those footsteps, making sure he doesn't get that flank on us right now.
Yes, well, but Psycurve dropping laundry, so he's on washing machine right now.
And DJ's actually
Ooh,
there
DJ's
as well.
down. Oh, just walks into site though. Lemon's able to answer with a quick kill onto Psycurve. And DJ
is
actually getting
back
picked up.
So very, very surprising for it to get re-picked up in matchup,
Able
but
to pick off the thermite from
left to a
from Freezer.
3v2.
The Delta's taking a good amount of damage as well from the smoke canisters. Oh. Think of being able to get going backstairs and get a kill onto Mute, but getting refragged by Jaeger right away.
Oh,
Lemming
it's
picking off.
4-in-1.
Wow.
With 50 health, just tanking the smoke shells, and DJ gonna come back for the final kill after being down. So that leads us into a match point 6-2 favor for Night Shift.
So this is Ultimate Monkeys gotta make a last stand right here. This, you know, it's all or nothing now. They're gonna be pushed to their limits, and any little mistake will could cost them the game. So hopefully they'll be able to get another round, at least one on attack against Night Shift. But Night Shift just absolutely proving how dominant they are on Oregon and just against Ultimate Monkeys in general.
Attackers need to locate and defuse bomb.
The Ultimate Monkeys bringing a Nomad this time, but this site they didn't, or the last round they didn't have any roamers, and no one really went for a late flank either. They really all just kind of turtled more on site, but they are a mid-floor site, which you're gonna have people playing upstairs, because if you lose upstairs control, you pretty much get destroyed by Vert. So DJ Goyo putting both of the shields upstairs, it looks like.
10 seconds to go.
So they will have the Nomad to cut off rotates and
5 seconds left.
other needs for them to try and speed up
Attackers are
their
moving out to
attack.
locate a bomb and defuse it.
Activating jammer. Perimeter secured.
Looks like Ultimate is kind of spread out on how they're taking about 2 people per side of the map, with a solo Nomad over towards small tower. Might be coming to join his buddies on top floor.
Yes, could maybe a possible solo push from Nomad, which quite concerning. So yes, DJ did put both of his shields upstairs, and as he is playing in attic, does have his trophy wall completely soft, so his shield him and his shield could easily just get shot through the wall if they're able to get a cam in on him. Delta destroying the defensive barricade going into games.
Attic wall is opening up now from Ace from Texas. Oh, and DJ goes for a drop.
DJ goes for a drop. Just I said I wasted about a minute and 10 seconds of the rounds. I'm good to go back to site. And he looks like he's gonna go for a late flank though, as he is all the way in basement.
If I was not mistaken, I think that was, yeah, Jaeger was on top of white stairs trying to go for flank, but Fuse was able to hear him and pick him off. So that means,
Kyler getting a nitro through the floor.
Great night. I bet you they have a Val cam up there, as Jaeger was on a cam on that moment. Fuse starting to get util, dropping a few shards into the kitchen site. That you're going to be able to get a kill on the DJ, shut him down, but almost losing his own life in the process.
Fuse doing what he does best and poking holes through the floor and just blowing everything up.
Looks like Ultimate Monkeys isn't really 100% certain on how they exactly want to take this. Kind of jumping around, figuring out the best way to peek these angles, and we're going to put it around. There is 50 seconds left. Oh.
Kylo getting down.
I don't
They've
know
been
where
able
that came
to get
from.
these opening picks right away, and they just don't know where to go, or they look a little lost and kind of how they want to execute it.
The only thing that I could think of Kylo getting down was maybe a fuse charge bumped into security and down the hatch on top of him.
I think that's what it was.
A bomb has
That
been
was
located.
in sight with the diffuser to get some shots from Green Hall.
As it is a 1v3 now, I don't know if they know that Kylo has been down.
And
Ooh.
Fuse coming out with the final kill onto.
Ultimate Monkey is able to put their first attacking round up on the board, not getting shut down. 7-2, so now it's 6-3, still in favor of Night Shift.
It is match point, so Night Shift just needs one, but Ultimate Monkeys can come back, but they have to really double down and get 3 in a row to send this to overtime. Night Shift is on top floor again, where they just were absolutely dominant.
Oh, we are seeing 6 picks from both teams, losing the Maestro, getting the Valkyrie, and Sledge going to Twitch. So they are losing a set of nades for just two extra shock
Attackers
drones.
need to locate and defuse as many bombs as they can.
Razor wire deployed.
So, and then Night Shift coming back upstairs where they absolutely just proved their dominance. Their top floor hold, bringing 3 shields. Curious to see what Night Shift is gonna do after the Goyo rework, as we were saying earlier, where he is losing both of his shields and just getting 4 of his jerry cans that'll just have the fire effect
10
and
seconds remaining.
no explosion. So
Jammer deployed.
Valkyrie
seconds
putting another
left.
camp inside Master, another very site-oriented
Attackers are moving out
cams
to locate a bomb
as they need.
Speed up.
Getting
I think he
misses
missed the
cam
mark.
onto his bus.
He's gonna check it and be sad where it's at, or it can give util or information onto the balcony
wonder-
of Master, but I don't know if that's exactly where he was looking at.
I believe he did miss it. I wonder if he was trying to get his cam there, so he was able to run out at the proper time from bottom white window.
Because he did look at it after he threw it, like, oh man. So we have
Yes.
2
Oh,
people.
but we do have a run out still. But the refrag right away from Delta.
I was about to say Dots or Bots and Lemon were both on dog cams at that exact moment. That DJ was getting near to that open window, so I had a feeling that there was gonna be a jump out there, and it happened. But was it Delta was able to get that refrag?
Yes, it was.
And that's DJ, the top frag for Night Shift off the board. So that might, even though they lost their Twitch for Ultimate Monkeys,
Attackers have located a
side
bomb.
crew going down, that might be a big boost in mentality for Ultimate Monkeys, knowing that there's not a DJ on the roam.
Here's his teammate opening a window below him. Gets scared. Has to look at attic window just to double check.
Remember, I got scared for sure that Ace was an enemy there. Did not want to risk
Yes.
it. Which is smart in a 6v6 to 3 situation. Not try to risk it. Ace goes for this jump in though. He will lose his engagement against Jaeger. It is very, very hard to win that. Then,
Yeah.
oh,
Kylo getting a kill onto Delta.
it's the Ash gone.
Oh
my
he's not looking, but he still the ace dies from the cross in pit.
Valkyrie just come through on that. That Nomad might have. Oh, okay. Nomad charge almost got the Valk safe. So now there's one on the roam coming back to side over with 2 of Ultimate Monkeys in attic. If I'm not mistaken, I just saw all 3 of Night Shift back on site.
Yeah. Both of Ultimate Monkeys players are in pit as of right now.
Smoke
Holding
hiding
across.
prone behind B chassis, just trying to smoke out and waste as much time, preventing them from entering that door.
Just holding
Silo's getting close
across.
with the shotgun.
Ooh, he wants to get close and personal. He wants to peek around
All
and
he
say
has
hello.
to do is hold that little that shield,
Drop the
and
diffuser.
nobody will be able to counter him. This does not look good for Ultimate Monkeys. It's a 3v1, and they know where he is. And he just
as Jaeger and Mute have a great cross and swings, hits, and gets the kill, the final kill of the game, giving the win to Night Shift, a 7-3 victory. Night Shift showing, I'd say, really complete dominance. Wouldn't you say?
complete, yeah. Especially with DJ, definitely getting that MVP there.
Oh yes, 2
going
4Ks in a row. It's huge.
15 to 6 with Silo right behind him on 10 kills. Two people breaking double digits for Night Shift. What a great game.
Yes, Night Shift was a fantastic game to watch, and just wow, just complete dominance. Very very cool to see 2 4Ks in a row. Too bad his team didn't really want to give him an ace. So
Yes. That last round again, the Ultimate Monkeys could have probably done better on their drone work on the roam. That Jaeger in meeting probably would have been best to hold him off and watch him throughout to keep him from getting those kills and getting that frag. So it looks like we're going to do an interview on Beto from Night Shift. Oh, actually, it's going to be a silo coming in.
it's Silo coming in. Okay.
Let us get him here. Whoops. I forgot we're in the
dragging him
admin channel.
Yes, yes we are.
Not
Welcome.
discussing-
Hello.
Great game, Silo. Great game.
Thank you.
What was your thought process going into the game and during the game? How did your prep work and your discussions beforehand play into the game?
Honestly, I felt like we just stuck to what we've been tea hunting. Not tea hunting, scrimming, sorry. And we just went in with a positive mindset. I feel like the game did start off a little rough at the beginning, but we managed to adapt and, fix it and everything, and it worked out in our favor.
Definitely
Yes,
did. It was very, very dominant rounds, especially DJ coming out and getting a couple. He got 2 4Ks in a row. That was great to see. And then you yourself going, I forgot what the death was, but 10 kills, breaking those double digits. Just knowing when to peak, when to engage someone to get those big kills, not just random kills, but big kills that affected the round in drastic ways.
Mhm. I do definitely feel like DJ was our strongest player there because he was able to get us out of our toughest situations. Like when we were down man count, he was able to pick up the frags and help us out and make the run a little bit easier on all of us so we can get the dub.
Mhm. Yeah, he was definitely putting in overtime, especially whenever you would go top floor. He was just coming through and getting those frags on the roam. I don't know if in the chat if he was getting super hyped or just super happy. On one of the kills, he was in Big Tower and was just shooting through Big Tower window into the top of main stairs and he just fragged someone right in the head.
I never
was
knew
there
that.
chat? No. Wow.
I never knew that. No, I just thought he was fragging. I never knew he got a kill like that. Holy shit!
Yeah, you're gonna want to go back and watch that. It was just a fabulous kill there. That we said in your chat you were probably going off on just a loud chat after that kill.
Mm.
But
I
that's
definitely
go for it.
Oh, okay. I say I definitely do think it was a lot of hype. So when we were winning rounds, and then after DJ got 2 4Ks in a row, it was like really, it was, you could tell we were on it that game.
Mm-hmm. Great mental, very great mental leads to game wins. It's a very mental game. People kind of don't realize that. They think it's more of just like, oh, if you're good, you're gonna win. But if you ruin someone's mental, it's very hard for them to come back, no matter how good their skills are.
Very true. We just kept the mental up, and I feel like us staying focused and not, dwelling on the rounds that we did lose. We ended up fixing it, having a little discussion after somebody took the tech timeout, and we was like, okay, this is what we're gonna do, and we ended up doing it, and it worked out very well.
Because it was split for the first 4 rounds. It was going back and forth, but then after that 4th round, it was pretty dominant in your favor from that point forward. And like you said, you were focused. Kind of going back to that DJ example, I think that kind of shows your team's focus within each round, where he didn't just because maybe more inexperienced players or things would have gone and super hyped and super loud in that moment. But like you said, you didn't even know. So your team was just focused on getting the rounds, and then maybe talking about it after, but not dwelling on past things that had happened.
Yeah, it was very nice to actually be able to just keep our heads in the game and see good results come from it. I would say that.
Very, very much so. Is there anything that you want to share about your team, or any socials you want to plug or anything like that? Anything you'd like
Uh,
to say?
we are trying to build our Twitter, so like at Night Shift is the Twitter if you guys want to follow and help us out. And I just gotta say, be ready for us next game because we're here to win.
Definitely so. Zeno, do you have anything to add as a co-caster?
Just you guys very very dominant throughout the whole game. It was very very insane to watch. So nice job on the win, and look forward to see more games from you guys.
Thank you.
Awesome. Well, great game, Silo. You can go ahead
Thank
and
you.
hop back in with your buddies and celebrate that win, and maybe talk about what you did great, what you could have improved on. If do whatever you want, but we're excited to see coming this last week of group stages, and then going into the playoffs where your team will. It's looking like, if I'm not mistaken, will be in that upper bracket of the playoffs. So it'll be fun to see how your team does through the playoffs there.
Hell yeah, man. Thank you. All right. I will talk to you guys later.
Have a good one.
You too.
We will soon be having a game from Anime Esports versus Soft Noodles Esports. It does look like we're going to do one more interview with a member from Ultimate Monkeys. So let us pull him in here. I don't know which player this was. Sometimes their things a little bit different. How's it going?
Hey, not bad. What about you?
Going good. Remind me, what is your Uplay end game?
Blyco. Blyco.10.
Okay. So how did your like preparing for this game, your discussions prior, if you had any, how did those go and play into your match, and how did that feel playing?
Honestly, playing, it was fun. I feel like they put up more than a fight. It was actually fun playing against them. It was very competitive in rounds where it wasn't just like us getting brutally murdered, but it was like, 1v3s, 1v2s around there. Except the one round when we got C4'd by Goyo, that was an insane play. But the main point is, before this, two of our players, I don't know what happened. Like, they just didn't show up. So we had to get one E sub and then another sub. Like our diamond player, the player with the mentality of a winner, computers couldn't show up. So yeah, I feel like that had a major impact because he's always hyping us up, and he has like the mentality of a true born winner. Yeah.
How did for the first 4 rounds? It was pretty back and forth where you'd win one, they would win one, you'd win one, and they would. How was your mental then? Were you pretty in good mental spaces and just ready to thrive and keep going?
Honestly, I felt like they were adapting to us, but where we were lacking is we weren't adapting to them. That's what I felt like.
The 2 rounds in a row, the round 6 and round 7, I believe it was, where Night Shift, their Goyo, and I forget who he was on attack. DJ was able to get 2 4Ks in a row. How did that affect you guys? Did you notice? Did you just kind of shrug it off and keep going and try to?
The first round it happened. That's what I said. The first round when it happened, it was an insane play. We saw that he was bringing a really big impact to the team. So when we saw that, we were like, okay, we got to work on doing something over him. Either we go around him, or either we got to do something. So the second time when we tried, it didn't work out. But the third round, when we went against him again, I said, all right, now actually we got to take this guy out. He's putting up a big problem. So eventually he did get one of our players, but we got a refrag. So
yes, after he got those 2 4Ks in a row, it definitely, you could tell that your team was trying to find him a little bit better and isolate him to be able to, if he was going to take someone down, like you said, be able to get that refrag instantly to take him off the board. On one of the rounds, he jumped out with a help of a Valk cam and got your Twitch, but the Ash was able to get him quickly. I was saying in the stream that if that was me in that situation, if I was one of your teammates, I would have been kind of hyped that we got him off the board, that we wouldn't have to worry about him flanking and just doing insane plays. That now is just going to be a very, I wouldn't say basic, but I don't know the word I'm looking for, but pretty standard attack, I guess.
Yeah. We were actually pretty happy. We figured out that we're actually picking up. As I said in the beginning, we had a feeling that they're adapting to us, but we're not really adapting to them. So that took us a while, maybe. As I said, we're like two of our players were actually players we haven't really normally play with, and then like just one of E sub, so it just kind of threw us off for a second. It was
Yeah.
harder to adapt, and once we figured it out, we started picking up.
It definitely can be
And-
hard when you have people playing off role or new people trying to adapt
Yeah.
yourselves to your own play style, how you play together, but then also having to adapt to another team who is also at the same time adapting to you. So it
Yeah.
is very dynamic situation there. Zena, do you have anything you'd like to add?
I do not have anything to add.
All right. Is there anything you'd like to share? Anything you'd like to plug for your team?
For the moment, no. I'll just let our future victories do the talking, I guess.
There you go. I like that mentality. This last week, or next week, will be the last week of group stages, and then we'll go into playoffs. So it'll be good to see your team there with the best of threes. Because best of threes versus best of ones are very different. You can bring back, you can adapt, and you have more time to come through. So it'll be good to see.
Thank you, man.
All right, you have a good one, and I think that's going to be it for now.
Thanks. Have a great day, all of you.
Have a good one.
You too.
Thank you.
Oh, I.
Are we just keep it going? We're going to keep the stream going because that game surprisingly lasted a little bit longer than we were expecting. Where we will now have a game in 10 minutes for Enemy Esports versus Soft Noodle Esports. It'll be a good game.
You have. All right.
Okay.
Hey, this is a message from Spotify.
Peter, should be on my phone. Please tell me it's on my phone.
All right, welcome back. Okay.
Yep,
Wait, where does it
so... Yeah, we got 30 seconds till the game is supposed to start. The lobby is currently 3-on-4. We're still waiting for
Yeah, I
the
see that.
update, Yeah. So so the stream can hear us right now. So
They can? Okay.
Yeah, they can. So let's just
Okay.
chat for a little bit while we wait.
Yeah.
Why not?
This
Finishing
game, they
my
had a-
goldfish.
So we have anime versus soft noodles, where soft noodles has 3 wins and 1 overtime loss. So they're on top of their bracket with 10 points, where anime has 2 wins and 2 losses, and so they're actually placed second in their bracket by 1 point.
All right.
So it'll be an interesting game. A very, very. I mean, there's only about a kind of a 1 game difference between these 2 teams, so it'll be interesting to see.
See, the last game I casted for anime, it actually, I forget who it was, but it went in their favor for like the first 5 games, or rounds, I should say. And they had a great game overall. Yeah, like I do forget who their opponents were, but they had a hard time adjusting to their signature aggressive, and I think it got them the win. And it was just an overall game for them. However, for Soft Noodles, I have yet to actually observe any of their games, so this will be a first for me.
Yes. I believe their last game, if I'll go look at the results. Oh, their last game was against Overdrive, and I did not able. I don't think we had that one casted, if I remember correctly. But they did win against Overdrive. That was a 7-3 win for Soft Noodles.
That's right. Yeah, I'm looking in through here the scores. And we've had a lot of 7-3s across all the teams that are currently in here. Got a couple 7-5s. But yeah, 7-4, 7-3. It seems to be about the average that every team has. So I don't know if the other teams really want to maybe adjust their styles for all the others. But I suppose we'll find out here after the group stage is over how well they've adapted to all their opponents.
Yes.
But still 4 in the lobby for each team. Let's get the 5th in here, guys.
They have 12 minutes to get 2 players in, 1 for each team. I don't know who's missing for each team. Let me. For anime, it does. I only see one of them actually in there.
This is a really nice playlist. It's Rhythms by River. It's a copyright-free playlist, so if those of you out there watching are content creators, this is actually a really good playlist for you. Still waiting for 5th. What? Wonder what's taking so long. Okay, so looking into their voice chats, it appears that there will be a coach in the lobby up for Soft Noodles, so this might be interesting. Still waiting for one on Anime's side. How long do we think that they're gonna be on?
That is a great question. Hopefully, they get them in here. According to chat, I think someone's car slid, had a snowstorm and car slid down the hill, so has to go retrieve it.
Oh. Oh no.
Yeah. But hopefully it doesn't take too long, because if they do go past the time limit, the grace period, that will be a forfeit.
I'm not so sure, because I believe, yeah, they have 6 players in their voice chat, so
in their VC,
could realistically, they could
have an e-sub.
They could just use their sub. Yeah, I mean, it's,
Yeah.
I mean, they all have the roles, so I'd imagine there's no e-sub penalty for that. So
No, that's true.
Just go for it.
Just have their coach play instead.
Now, that is if he is on the sub roster. Not actually sure. I would have to pull it up, which I can't currently do.
Yeah, so I can do that really quick. I can find where that fun stuff is.
Hey, we got a 5th.
For one team
Soft
at least.
Noodles. That's their 5 right there.
Yep.
So they're just waiting for anime. You know, I would really suck to go. I'm alive, don't worry. Sorry, guys. We had a snowstorm issue. Sometimes I love the text chat here in the pregame. Like it was actually last week's game, SFU versus Horizon, where it was you know, Fun Zone was having issues with his computer, and you know, me and the co-caster Joxy were talking about it, and then like midway through whatever I was talking about, Reckon leaves the game. We were all like, "What?"
we had multiple issues that game.
Yeah,
That
well,
was-
that game we had a lot.
Yeah, but you know, you put in the text chat. Oh, his PC just pooed, and I was like,
Yep. Yes, I did.
looks like
looks
F9
like-
is here. So
Yep. Okay. Looks like we got a full roster for each team. I'm gonna ask them if they're ready to go.
it looks like Anime does need a few minutes. They said their fifth just got here, so they said a few minutes, and
We are going to be having another Oregon game.
oh, it does look like both teams have said ready.
Hey, it's Spotify.
I don't believe so. I did not get a response from. Oh, there we go. Okay. Shit. You guys ready to go, casters?
Let's go for
Yes,
it. Another
sir.
back to back.
Woo, another Oregon.
A lot of diverse gameplay here.
Yes. Same old Oregon. Good old Oregon.
I won't be surprised if we see a 7-3 split as well.
Yes, I would not be either.
Going on either way.
Hmm. Yeah, I have a feeling this game's gonna be a lot closer. Well, or I shouldn't say well matched, but it will be a lot more back and forth, like at the beginning of last game. So first band coming out for Anime, and they're gonna get rid of the Thatcher. You know, always that Thatcher's gone. So at least we, a little bit difference from last game, where last game we did not have a Thatcher. So or the Thatcher band.
So for soft noodles pick, they go for
Nomad.
guess they
Oh.
know- they're gonna be going for flanks, I'm guessing, and they just don't want to deal with those nomad charges, just throwing them way across the air.
Allowing Anime though to be able to flank all they want for their first 6 rounds. Valkyrie bands being able to get rid of all that extra util, or not util, but observation tools.
Like, go ahead and in chat say, tell everyone to turn off their all chat except for the team captains. Only team captains are allowed to have all chat on at the moment. And anything other than rehost or timeouts will result in a round loss from here forward. Anything other than rehost or timeout will turn into a round loss for said team from here forward.
So having some basic picks, normal lineup, bringing 0 for attack, Ace for hard breach, Finka, Yana for nades, and then Ash just for entry fragging. Have the alibi, smoke, Malusi, Cade, breach denial, util denial with the Jaeger.
Attackers need to locate and defuse bombs.
They do go basement per se, so we'll probably be seeing this smoke hold onto elbow.
Yeah. Kind of a very default hold.
Yes.
Very interesting with smoke isn't the one holding there. They don't really have anything to counter that shield too well. I mean, they do have the grenades from Clemson, Cammy, and I guess Ash's charge, but it's kind of hard to peek within there. That wall that smoke just opened up. Kind of hard to get
5 seconds remaining.
get things deep in there. But they do only have to worry about
Attackers must
ADSs.
locate and defuse a bomb.
I think only. Did they even put any ADSs in there? I don't know if I saw any placements. Okay, so they have
We have one on bunker
one?
door. Is it just the one ADS placement?
It looks like that one ADS with a Melusi charge.
There one in bunker.
So Soft Noodles, they do have to drone that out properly, and if they do, they might be able to get elbow pretty quickly, actually. They just have to play it very well with the Donut playing on that door, Doe, and Tap, one Tap playing on, what is that room called? I always forget.
E-box.
Electrical? Okay, so it is E-box. That's what I thought. That's a second map in a row where I thought it was called E-box that I haven't called it E-box. That's fun.
A bomb has been
When in
located.
doubt, call it E-box.
Yeah, pretty much.
So it looked like they were originally trying to
Oh
go for
my
a
goodness.
backside take, but now
Iana is
Attackers
inside.
Iana's
located a
in.
bomb.
Nobody knows. Getting the first
Oh,
kill
wow.
into the smoke, popping the second
hitting
into...
two. That
Yeah,
doesn't
the
know that
Jaeger
there's
up
no one in bunker or no one in elbow right now. And the
There
rest of
goes
the team is
C4.
coming down bottom main.
Only-
I think hopefully get the plant.
There goes Melusi and
Wow, it's
Cade,
one of
and
wow.
almost a
Soft
flawless.
noodles.
Almost a flawless if Tap didn't get a trade.
Just
What a
walking
round.
down main stairs. Wow.
They saw, I guess, the utility of the Jaeger holding that back sight with elbow open and the Cade playing in the E-box, that they're like, you know what? Laundry looks pretty good right now. Yana just crouched, walked into sight, gets two great picks. The rest of the team says, hey, he's alive, he made it, let's send it.
Attackers need to locate and defuse as many bombs.
Seeing the castle pick from anime this time. Bringing Vigil for the roam. Mute. Only one shield this time.
You can stop worrying about grenades now. Show.
10 seconds to insertion.
Pretty basic setup from coming from anime right now.
Attackers' objective is to locate a bomb.
Looks like still 4 of them upstairs right now. The Vigil is downstairs over by security.
I'm reloading. Ready.
Alright. Had to deal with some things in our server, but I am back now. Cammy at 50 HP, I guess I missed that.
Taking a look around.
Vigil on a flank to no one.
Attackers have located a bomb.
No adrenaline surge incoming.
Oh, these nades. Oh my goodness, what a shot from Yana onto the Vigil there. Beautiful shot.
Frag out.
That smoke. I don't know if he knew that grenade was coming out, but he moved just in time for it not to do almost any damage on him. Clemps, though, coming back with another kill on white stairs. Or if he had one more bullet, he might have had that cow right then as well. F9 going to pick off Clemson and take him out, as well as Cammy. Yeah.
In position.
Tika is taken off the board. My fellow caster is muted at the moment, so if that's where you want to be. So it is a 3v3 with 55 seconds left, with games all open, one on white and one in trophy. This is a very great split of positioning for both teams, holding just holding still for about 20 seconds. Nobody's really peeking anything.
Very, very slow and methodical.
Castle's going to be able to swing and get that kill onto, who was it? I believe Yana? No, Yana was already dead. It was the Ace. Ash going to rush into Attic and pick off Tap, the mute off the
Getting
board.
trades right now.
2v2. Castle almost getting almost losing out, but he was able to pick off the kill with F9 finishing it, and Castle getting the last kill onto the game's wall breach.
Anime now up 2-0. Or actually, sorry, it was even split 1-1.
Wondering if we're gonna see the same thing of last time, where it was going back and forth until round 4.
Mm-hmm.
Be interesting to see.
Yes.
Attackers need to locate and defuse as many bombs as they can.
Wall reinforced.
Basement home. Oh,
Placed.
we do have a Doc pick coming. That's uncommon. So we have both Doc and Thunderbird, both operators that can heal anybody on the team that they want to.
10 seconds left.
You know, I just gotta ask, like, why is that so?
Left before insertion.
You know, this is kind of from a casual
one?
player. Yeah, why is Doc and why is Doc and
I think the big reason Doc isn't picked as much is because he's just so big, he's so chunky that it's hard for him to kind of rotate and do things that he has to. It's very hard for him to roam, so he has to be a site player.
Mm-hmm.
But then it's very hard to, if like your teammate gets injured, to be able to get to them and give them that stem, and you only have 3.
As well with that too, it's just your util is only good for as long as you're living. As soon as you die, your healing and your util is completely gone, and it doesn't help the team.
Yeah, so he doesn't have too much util. He does have that bulletproof cam that he died and he just went to instantly to watch intel, but there's not a ton that is like ground impacting things that Doc brings to the board. Whereas someone like Thunderbird, who has 3 stations that replenish over time, is more powerful than Doc in that situation, because you know where it's going to be. You can always rely on it. You can see when you can go and get it, and she also has the C4.
Oh, Clemsy getting a team kill onto Boom in Attic. That basically shut down the whole Attic, or sorry, not Attic, freezer push right there.
Does look like the other 2 remaining members of Soft Noodles is going to be going into freezer, but Smoke just now putting up, or yeah, that Smoke put up a shield to watch it. So they now know that the 2 of them just came through freezer. 1 just got picked.
F9 getting a good pick off of that. Now into a
frags,
1-on-1.
Ace might be able to get the overheal here if he walks towards the charges. Oh, and he's going to go
River
for the
plant.
plant.
F9 just standing on top of laundry.
Attackers are activating the bomb diffuser.
F9 using a smoke canister to hide his. Oh, but
Protect the diffuser.
has
Position
good
compromised.
crosshair placement. F9 taking the extra health.
Doesn't want to risk anything. Goes for that extra health there.
Yeah.
Great placements on both of those final kills that he got. Great placements on that
Defender
FMG.
mission successful.
SMG. What a round. Going back and forth so much between these 2 teams. So that means Anime is up by 2-1. I think the big deciding thing there was that TK with that nade.
Yes,
Boom.
yeah, that was
On
shutting
cam.
down the whole entire freezer push, right? With 1 nade.
Because Soft Noodles did know where the Thunderbird was playing, and so Boom was going to peek it with a grenade and push him off, but they did not know that the Thunderbird was pushing up. So he just out of instinct looked at her and threw it too close to to where when he died from the Thunderbird, his teammate was able to pick off the refrag, but was just too close and too low of the damage, or too low in health, that the radius of that
Defenders, protect your
grenade
bombs from being
just,
defused by
just ended
attackers.
that whole area.
So do you not drop grenades upon death? Is that not a thing?
No, you do. That's how the team kill happened.
Huh.
Doe trying to test out how far he can toss his nitro.
That's a very interesting thing there. I was wondering if we're about to see a TK on accident.
No, another accidental TK, just from the opposite side this time.
He wanted to make it fair, I guess.
Yep, have to pay back what they did, what happened to them last time.
5 seconds left before insertion. Attacker's objective is to locate a bomb and defuse it.
Happy to see that the LMG meta is sadly still here, having Zoa and Finga with the LMGs. Looks like the majority of the team is doing a big tower push. I'm gonna get control of rear stage and maybe push into green to plant in kitchen.
Hey, Boom's kind of out here though. Coming in from parking. I think he's gonna come in through the garage. Looking like it, yeah.
Just going through the
Which
garage.
skin is that on the Sophia there?
Well, yeah. Can you back out and look at their skin really quick? That is a illegal skin. So if anime call out that this Zoe does not have a regulated skin, they do get a round replay. But they do have to announce, say, and call out that the Zofia does have the illegal skin on, though, and it has to be during the round.
Oh, what a shot.
Ooh.
What a shot from these players.
Just up to the Zofia now. She's over by Security Hall.
I don't know. She might have just ran away. Might be. Oh no, she did not. I thought she was running outside, back towards the showers.
Was not able to escape the wrath of the defenders. So now it is 3-1 in favor of anime esports.
We broke the 2-2 split curse on Oregon.
Yeah. Yep.
So, I'm looking at the scoreboard here, and it's, Klims is up here 7 kills. The next closest is 5 on Anime's side. So is Klims just having a good game, and Soft Noodles is just not quite picking up where they should? Or, I'm not actually sure what
Attackers need to locate and
their
defuse as many bombs as they can.
is. But yeah, Klims is having a great time, though.
Yes. Yes. Anime is doing very well against Soft Noodles right now. But it's been very, very even to the very final seconds of the round until just animated these last couple of rounds. They've just been able to collect themselves and be able to get those trades if they needed those trades, or just keep those high body situations alive by getting the necessary picks that they needed.
10 seconds to go.
I just noticed that they. Ooh, I like that.
5
You see the
seconds
front
to
out
insertion.
there?
Frostman Closet, yes.
If I'm not mistaken, that might be inspired from, I think, TSM in the in not the finals, but in one of the SI games that they played. If I'm not mistaken, it was them who put one in there, and it was like a 3v1, and someone walked into it, and TSM won the round.
You're putting up a cam in Z Hall to just have eyes on Z Hall the whole entire time.
The thing with the zero cams is if you don't hear it being placed, you sometimes just forget that they exist, and you don't look for them, and you just walk right past. So getting that early without anyone there might be a huge thing. It might stay there the entire round.
Yes, could be very could change the outcome of the round. You know, you just never know.
He just blew the window into games with his hard punch charge. So he's looking to probably get into shoot tap. So I think it might be looking for him. Oh, he's got a nice sliver on. Dude, this is some good moment. Oh, Joe's outside.
Oh, he barely
Oh,
loses out on that
able
fight.
to shut down the run out. Soft Noodle's able to just shutting down Anime Esports for this one. They could bring it back for a 3-3 split, depending on how this round goes.
Looks like Tap's just trying to go for Hail Mary kills here.
Attackers have located
Oh, barely misses the kill on the
Wow.
Jet.
Oh, what has
On the
happened
Jester.
here? I want to see this guy kill cam. Oh, 360 knife.
knife. What a kill. What a
kill.
What a final kill. I think just had to put a little pizzazz, everybody, and raise the morale of Soft Noodles with a flawless win as well for that round.
Yeah, that was a great 360 knife. I saw there was a 5v1, but they were kind of distanced from each other, the final player. So I was wondering how that knife went off in the kill feed. I was like, what?
Yeah,
Had to have been.
just a little confused.
Yeah. If I think that that was in our game. I got a knife this week. It wasn't streamed, unfortunately. But onto one of
Attackers need to locate
like
and
Goblin's
defuse as
players
many
where
bombs as they can.
I got a kill into that. Instantly ran into top mezzanine on Shaolin. There was a guy just right in front of my face. Getting knives in this type of playstyle is just like, what? It throws you for a loop.
Yes, it does.
It threw us for a loop so much that I actually got downed by my own teammate. He was like,
Yeah.
what?
Yes, you did.
That was fun. And to bring it back to one of the previous rounds, where we were talking about a skin, we do want to mention that actually was a legal skin. It was from the
5
Na'Vi
seconds left before
pros
insertion.
team. It was one of their skins.
Attackers must be
We just weren't positive of it at the time.
Yes.
It seems like they're all gonna push in from bunker side.
Yeah, heavy bunker push. I mean, there are two on top backstairs right now, and in rear stage, coming back down backstairs. So it looks like they're attempting to get rid of bunker shields in elbow.
They have put floors this time, unlike the last game that we watched. So they actually have the proper util to get that off pretty easily without throwing bodies at them. This Renegade, though, with ADSs might... Oh, there is no ADSs. I apologize on that. There is no ADSs to counter. They do probably have at least two, I'd say, Remind discs in there. I think two of them do get popped, but I don't think there's a third. It's very rare for there to be three.
Still pretty aggressive in elbow, boo, but Clipsy getting a nade onto F9.
Aldra able to get that shot on the two and get a refrag. Wow,
Quick trades coming in
back and
for
forth.
both Soft Noodles and Anime. I mean, 3-2 advantage for Soft Noodle. Said it too early, 2-2 now.
Tap able to come back and say, well, let's make this a little bit more even, getting that kill. Oh, but here comes
And
getting a
Boom
double
able to get
tag.
both of them. They were able to keep their streak alive. So now we did have a even 3-3 split
Oh,
going
they
into
just
the
lined up
second half.
for him. Wow, it is going crazy with that kind of back and forth thing, a 3-3 split.
Yes. Very close these last couple of rounds, just getting those trades exactly when they needed to, and keeping it even all throughout the round.
Would you bring up the scoreboard? Glimpse with 10 kills.
Ooh.
I had a feeling we were saying his name a couple of times. So I was like,
Oh
I think
yeah.
he might be he might have broken the double digits, and he has exactly. But
Dropping 10 kills on the attack, and now
And that's just
now
the
he probably
first
gets
6
to go.
rounds.
And now he gets to probably go roam around, and there's still plenty of game left to be played.
for sure, at least
4 more rounds.
4 more rounds. Anime is pretty split on their frags. Nobody's sticking out too much. So sometimes that's bad, sometimes that's good to see that your team is all kind of working together, getting equal kills, equal things. Because then that means if one of you guys goes down, then you don't have to worry like, oh, there goes the round, we lost our top frag. Whereas on soft noodles, they might be relying on Klimps, and if he goes down, they might be scared.
5 seconds
So
remaining.
just one of those interesting things. And everybody has different games, different days, so.
Attackers are moving out to locate a bomb.
Just
and defuse it.
can't have good games all the time. Yeah, you're gonna have a bad game every once in a while. It's inevitable. And I mean, especially, normally when you have those bad games, though, your team is gonna step it up, and you'll do just fine.
That's what I love about best of threes is they give you opportunities to come back. If you're having a bad game, a rough game, you can kind of do a mental reset and get into that next map. So that is kind of the downside of group stages where it's only best of ones. But I mean, it is group stages. They're not getting knocked out, so.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And speaking of Klimps, maybe going off the board, he does somehow take some damage. He's at about 75 HP.
He's not able to deal any damage back,
No.
but he'll get some quick heals.
The Thunderbird coming in clutch and just spoke too soon. As soon as he gets those heals, he gets picked off by the Jackal. Pick up on him and
Enemy interference.
get in the refrag.
Oh, get the quick refrag on the.
Yeah, boom, able to get.
Getting a nice shot.
Oh, if he pulled the trigger right then,
By attackers.
would have had the Jaeger as well, but he just took too long to get that shot off. Surprised that grenade didn't do any damage to the Jaeger there, going through that drum hole.
Just as pre-firing. LMG pre-firing, and they are pre-firing. Which one's gonna win? But Just is able to get out F9.
The double angle saved the Jaeger. I would keep playing. Cammy really wants that overheal.
Yes, he does.
Gemini stock.
Oh, it looks like they were able to get the Renegade back up.
Back activated. There.
Or
There's
util.
the burn.
That means they have no more throwables from the side of Anime.
Able to cancel the ace charge going into trophy one. Is he gonna do it a second time? He does it a second time.
Wow. You know you have to be upset if you're this phase by now.
Tap just putting his ace charge in where it can be shot from games.
You needed to put it on the other wall to be able to,
Yes.
to stay that on.
Doe getting picked off from Kami.
1v2.
Just getting a quick kill, and Kami getting the kill. Good cross from games into pit onto trophy. She able to
Both
pick off
teams
anybody
there
who tried to come in.
Did have good angles of the two players coming into trophy, watching different angles, and someone on white. White just was looking at the wrong direction, and was able to get picked off, and that gave the advantage to Soft Noodles.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm gonna hand it to Soft Noodles. They held that door for a very long time. I think Anime took a little bit longer to rotate to White Stairs than they should have. But to their credit, yeah, Soft Noodles, they did not let them through that door.
We're seeing a
Took their gunfights really well.
we just are seeing an Oryx switch to a Cav and an Osa switch to a Knock. We're gonna have two sneaky little players going around this map. This might be interesting.
Attackers need to
Some
locate
sneaky,
and defuse
breaky
the
rats. Oh,
I'm gonna laugh for so long if we see this Cav interrogate Bogtra. Clem's getting
yes.
that kill.
Yep. If that can happen, that is very ironic right there. Two sneaky, breaky characters not supposed to be found as find each other.
Oh, it looks like Klimp's just getting spotted on cam and missing all of
using
his
a lot of
shots.
his pistol ammo though.
There you
Oh,
go.
he takes out the shotgun and finally gets the drone.
10 seconds.
Yeah, you never go for shooting drones with that pistol. Let me tell you.
Attackers have
Nope, that
discovered the
pistol
location
ammo
of
is
a bomb.
too valuable
5 seconds
for Cav. So
Attackers are heading out to defuse a bomb.
Well, two drones shot off. Actually, 3 drones shot off. Correct me if I'm wrong. That's 5 drones shot.
Five drone shot. Oh, what
Might have been
happened?
a skin. Might have been a skin. Because that was a very intentional TK there.
Yes, it was. And then now they're just taking advantage of the TK. They're rushing out of sight. They're already in E-box. Swings Swass, and then Tap is able to kill Swass right away. They're in the janitor closet now. Gets the pre-fire.
Last alive is the Cav, with nothing to come out of it.
Anime with their rush just absolutely
They saw
killing
the Cav,
everybody.
and they were like, we do not want to be anywhere where that Cav is. And they just said, the only place she's not going to be is sight.
Sight.
What a round. Back 4-4. What a split.
We are back to this back and forth type gameplay now. Very close rounds. I mean that one was just sheer destruction from anime, but
Very quick round.
Mhm.
And a very unfortunate TK. I think it was very intentional because he put. I mean, maybe not. He did have to shoot twice. So if it was an intentional TK, it probably would have only taken 1 shot. So maybe he was using his pistol to make holes in that laundry closet, to look at laundry stairs and things like
Attackers
that.
need to locate and
And the
defuse
guy
as
just
many
walked right in
bombs
front of
as
him.
they can.
But very interesting, very unfortunate
yes.
thing, because that makes only 3 on site instead of 4 on site, which can be huge when you try to fix 5 people rushing you.
I wonder if they are going to set up a little bit better for this bunker rush again, but
Correct me if I'm wrong. Was I think his name is Justin. Was the Jaeger last round?
yes.
Because Swass TK'd just the first.
So Swass
was Cade.
was the Cade for sure last time because he
5 seconds
did
left.
it with
and
the
Clumps
revolver.
was the Cav for sure.
Yes.
I don't remember who Boom and Cammy were, but I think this is the same lineup of player to player. So maybe the Jaeger doesn't is. It looks like he's wearing the default skin, so I think it was an accidental TK. Very unfortunate.
Heavy droning from bunker. It looks like they're doing another bunker push. Just not as quick as last time.
They just droned out his smoke grenade and he moved it instantly. That's hilarious.
Oh, getting a little bit of wallbang damage. The Boom from bunker. He got rid of Clips' shield in elbow.
Oh, I was about to say the
Just getting a quick response to Eric's.
Twitch. How would you pronounce Twitch's name?
You know, I'm terrible with pronouncing names, so I mean, it looks like
too.
Eric's Dell. Eric, I don't know. Sorry if you're gonna watch this back and we're absolutely butchering your name.
If I'm not mistaken, is Smoke canceled out of, or is he stuck in?
I think he's stuck in
bunker?
elbow. I think he's fully committing his life into bunker.
He is. He's playing for his life. I don't know if they know that yet. They might have heard, because I think he was the one who reinforced it all.
Is he
Oh, what
only
a
one
shot!
crack? Oh,
Ew,
but there's a cross from Kami. Oh, no, but they're coming down
Tommy said, "I
backstairs
got
right
you,
now.
buddy."
Oh,
No,
two
and
quick
F9
frags
gets
from
2.
A bomb
Don't
F.
even.
Oh. He's only left to Doe.
They do know
1v2.
that he is in freezer now. They do have Case down in bunker, so are they just gonna play Case?
So Cammy, the kid. Oh,
Kami,
what a shot!
Sweet.
The Romai was on the other side, holding what appears to be a good angle to prevent him from entering double doors. Again, back and back, going to 4 or 5 in favor of soft noodles. But what do you think the chances are of us seeing a 5-5 split here?
5-5 split. I mean, we've seen a lot of back and forth rounds, and that round came down to the very end, a very easy 1v2. You know that's a very winnable situation. So
Especially against
I think
the Yana, if she hits her shots, is very deadly. But if she misses those
Yes.
shots, she has no weight, and she usually never has a secondary. She only has 21 rounds, so if she misses those few shots, you're gonna win every
Attackers need
time.
to locate and
Mhm.
defuse as
Her
many
shot
bombs
placement
as
is
they
very
can.
easy to control and is very accurate. So
yes,
kind
yes,
of
it
a
is.
goes kind of back and forth, but it looks like Soft Noodles really likes the exact same lineup. I think they've been running the same lineup for most of their defensive rounds here.
Yes, I mean, if it ain't broke, don't fix it.
That's fair. These ops are very useful for every site. You can use Cade on almost every site for something.
Yes,
Thunderbird is good to heal your teammates at any time. Rooney gets rid of people able to just rush in, gets rid of at least one util, and it also can be an info gadget. And, you know, Jaeger, you know, you always need a Jaeger. You gotta deny
yes.
these people of their grenades, which the anime esports is actually only running 2 nades, but they do have 4 sets of smokes. If I'm not mistaken, depending on what this ace has, I don't think he has any throwables himself. And then the Ramai is always huge for Attic pool. So it looks like 3 of them are designating themselves to a big Attic take. That Osa is going to be playing on Master Kid's window. He doesn't want to get on that window until they know that they have Attic stage at least clear, so he doesn't get just ran out on or quick peeked.
He wants to make sure he's nice and safe, which is I can understand for that, because you don't want to lose a body off to something that could have been very preventable. It's putting a shield onto there, and then where it will be able to slow it down just a little bit, so it does prevent him from being swung on.
The
attackers have located a bomb.
What did they use? I actually do not know what they got to open up the bottom of Attic floor to be able to get that K charge, because F9 still has both of his grenades.
I think they just went below and just shot it, or it could have been the Gong 6 as well.
But that's a very big hole there. So I don't know if they made a shotgun hole there on the side of Soft Noodles, and it got used against them. The Osa, I think, marks him down. Moved his shield.
Osa no longer has any shields.
His first one got impacted. The second one got C4'd there. So very unfortunate. That's not what you want for an Osa on this specific site. You want to be able to sit on that window comfortably and cut off anything on white or really between sites. You can get a great angle there.
Anime really taking their time this round.
Both teams are very still there for a second, but here's all of the flashes coming out.
Here's the push, and then getting opening pick for Soft Noodles. Another one falls into big window. Gets a quick kill, and again, dropping bodies like flies. Wow. 3-3-1 with 2-2-1. It's a 1v1.
Triple kill for F9. It's a 1v1 on the Jaeger to F9. Jaeger does have the health advantage.
He's gonna start pre-fighting.
F9 has that LMG advantage for sure. He does not see the rotate come through.
Able to get him from the doorway. What a good move.
Well, my prediction came wrong, and we are on 4-6 match point.
Yes.
For Soft Noodles.
Soft Noodles being able to show how dominant they are on defense again, but these rounds are very close. I mean, they can swing either way. Like F9 almost getting a 1v3 clutch with that.
Oh. Soft Noodles bringing a clash out on Meeting Hall. I have a feeling that that's gonna stick. That's not just a scare pick. Oh, dang. They just really wanna make me predict everything wrong tonight.
Yeah, Fun Zone, you can't be right anymore, right?
Yeah, I guess so. Because Clash is a common pick for a meeting kitchen hold.
Attackers need to locate and defuse as many bombs as they can.
But yes, they want the castle instead, which is a great pick for this side as well. Very interesting holes that they're making right off the bat. Huh.
They're opening.
They opened it. I think Klimt put a Mozzie drone through it, and they reinforced it instantly. I wonder if that's just a time management thing, because he doesn't want to run around. He says, "Hey, just make a hole here, and then I can get going."
Yes.
Very interesting dynamic there.
Klims after the halfway point, we've
seconds left.
played
Wow.
three rounds past the half. He's only gotten two kills
seconds left.
the second half.
Castle really wants, or
Attackers must
not just
locate
Castle, but his entire
and defuse the
team,
bomb.
because you know this is their team strat, does not want anyone in split, or if they do enter split, they want to make them use a lot of util to get that.
A lot of util are a lot of
things off.
time to get him.
Correct me if I'm wrong. Is it 8 or 9 punches on those castle barricades now?
It is
I think
8.
I think it is 8.
I think
so
it's
that
8.
that takes some time because those knives sometimes take a little bit. And you have to watch your feet because someone can just go on
Is
prone and
this
just
a four-man push?
It might be with a
into
lion and
kitchen.
couple.
Two are in sight. They're able
Oh,
to
tap gets a double kill.
The attackers bomb
And
the
oh,
Boom
yes,
in clumps. Getting that. Oh, what a shotgun from Boom.
Oh, is it 2v2 now? Both of Anime's attackers are low. Get a swing from Boom. It gets swing
no.
again from Klimps. Klimps gets a kill on
getting down.
Doe.
Yeah. All that's left is Lion.
2-on-1. He has to clutch it up for them to stay alive. Oh, isn't looking at the door though. Almost gets killed by Klimps.
So this is something good to know. All of Anime is watching their team, while all 3 of the dead supplemental members are watching cams.
Are watching cams as Klimps switches to live players, but two of the
I mean, we do
all
know
3.
that defenders get default cams, and then they also
Yes.
have Mozzie and a Maestro, so they might have more cams than, let's say, Anime, who might, since they decided they're going for Rush, might not have actually put any useful cams down.
Ooh, and Softnoodle was able to finish out this round, almost letting them rush the site yet again, but able to put a stop to it. So, what a great game.
I have not seen this animation. What a fun animation. Something that I would note is for anyone who is looking to play with that lion there, if you're left in a situation like that, probably the best thing is to not push the lion charge and then to run into sight when you're the last one alive, because you know that they're going to be peeking that at the exact moment. Because,
Yes.
you know, what else are they going to do? It's very predictable, so you want to be unpredictable in that situation.
Yes. Have to watch the one angle that I think you're gonna come in, even though there's a lion scan. Oh no! But very close game. Every single round could have gone in either team's favor. It was very entertaining. I mean that rush from Anime Esports coming in and just wiping out Soft Noodles was crazy, and then sat there and just. Wow, I mean that was very fun and entertaining to watch.
We got a lot of multi kills from both teams, but yeah, Klimps I think was definitely a standout for Soft Noodles this time around.
Yes.
All right, looks like we're gonna have an interview from Boom, so let us get him into here. Hello, Boom.
Hey, how's it going?
Good. How are you and your team feeling?
We're feeling pretty good. I mean, so like according to Klimps, you know, we're friends with half of that team from like the collegiate scene and like the tier 3 scene. So it was a pretty good win for us.
Mm-hmm. It was very back and forth for a long time there. How did that make your team feel, knowing that you're going back and forth within the even the kills? It was always going just trades after trade after trade.
Yeah, so we like to play aggressive trades, so we're kind of used to like the you die, we swing, and then you die, and then someone else is in an advantageous position to swing that. The biggest round was that first kids defense, where it was like a 2v4, and we ended up clutching that out. So thanks to Jest and Kami, they really clutched up big.
Yes, those were some great clutches and some great gameplay coming out from both sides of. Just like you said, both teams would be aggressive to get those refrags back and forth, back and forth. It was very rare where a kill would go unanswered.
That's just a big play style how we like to play.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it makes for good siege content. Makes it harder for us to cast it sometimes because it's hard to call all of the things that happen within 2 seconds. But it was great to watch and for the stream to see.
Thank you. Yeah, we kind of like to keep it like aggressive so that it's not just, especially on a map like Snorrigan, you know, everyone's seen it 1,000 times, so we like to
Oh,
bring
yeah.
something different.
Yeah, there was a game prior to yours. It was, I can't think of who it was. Night Shift versus
Ultimate Monkeys, yeah.
yeah, Ultimate Monkeys, and they were on Oregon. So we just casted 2 Oregon games in a row. So
No,
we were
I'm
hoping for a
sorry.
little bit of a difference. We saw
Yeah.
your map bands coming out, and the last 2 were Oregon and Villa, and we were sitting here going, come on, go to Villa, take it to Villa. But it was a good game nonetheless.
Oh, well, thank you. Yeah, I mean, shout out to those guys. They actually played more aggressive than we thought they were going to play. They ended up rushing on that basement round. That really caught everyone off guard. Even with the team kill, we were still like, okay, we know what to do, but they were already in sight, and we had no answer for that.
And your cav was off site, so I think they saw it because the cav was the first person that they droned. So I think their mental was, we don't want to get stuck with a cav interrogating one of us. So let's just take the only place where cav isn't gonna be, which is site.
Yeah.
Because at first with your picks, with the 6 pick, y'all switched to a Nook, or Nook, however you want to pronounce it. So that kind of indicates more of like a roam clearing type thing sometimes. Or was that your original intention before even drone phase to do that rush?
On the first round? I don't think we had
where
a
the
Nook.
TK. No,
Oh,
where you had the. Oh, that. See, no, I messed up.
I was gonna say, yeah. We
you
switched
were
to the cab on purpose. Yeah.
Yeah.
We didn't realize for some. Well, a couple of us forgot to run Moss in the beginning. So like, you know what, like that during ban phase where like someone just banned, and so it kind of went like the normal bans. We were gonna ban something fun like Nook because we don't like to get walked up on. But we let Jackal slip through. So that first round, when we saw it, we were like, okay, we're gonna roam with the Cav. We like to bring fun picks like that, just because, you know, some teams don't know how to play against like the heavy roam or like the way that we set up so that we can roam like very aggressively.
Mm-hmm. How? Walk me through that TK. Was that intentional or was that just on accident? Because it was a 2-tap, from what we heard.
It's actually kind of funny. So Kami was telling me that he got shot the first time and then stopped, and then at that time a stone flicked back because he thought Kami was just going to keep running, and then moved his mouth left to shoot again, and then shot him again. So,
oh jeez.
Yeah, he said he tried to stop it, but it didn't end up working out that way.
Jeez. At first we thought he was the Jaeger had like an illegal skin or something, and you were just trying to avoid a round loss. But then the next round you ran exactly the same lineup, and we're like, wait, no, Jaeger has he's normal. That had to have been an intention or like a accidental TK.
Yeah, it was a big accident.
Yeah, because that means you only had 3 on site for, it was basically a 3v5 since Cab was elsewhere.
Actually, I was off site with the Cav too, so it was only 2 versus the 5 rushers.
Yeah, so very, very hard for that round to have gone a different way.
Yeah, F9 was he was frying us. He was hitting some nasty shots on us.
Yeah, it was great game. Zeno, is there anything you'd like to ask or add?
I do not have anything else to add.
All right. Is there anything that you'd like to close out with, Boom, or anything you want to like plug, any socials or anything?
I just shout out to the boys who are always keeping us up in the good morale. We got Tanks and Kay who are like our sort of coaches, and they always give us good insight for our next week. So Stone stepped up big as a sub today, and we just happy to play in this league. So shout out to Anime Esports. They're probably our biggest contender right now, we feel like, with our normal 5. So
awesome.
Yeah.
Well, you have one more week of groups. You're in a great position. You're top of your group right now. Even before this game, you were, and you are right now. With this win, you avoided the overtime, so you get the full points. So that's great. It'll be good to see after this. I think you're guaranteed to be in the upper brackets for playoffs. So it'll be fun to see in those best of 3s.
Yeah, we're gonna take it back to STK and STK Academy. Those seem to be our competition along with Anime. So getting this win was big, and we're just looking to get into that playoff run already.
Yeah, awesome. Well, thank you so much. We're going to have an interview coming out from Anime from one tap or a tap within the game. So thanks so much. If you want to go back to your team, celebrate that win. We'll see you next week.
All right, thank you.
Awesome. Have a good one.
You too.
Hey, one tap. Let's see.
He's in here. He's just muted.
I know.
A little shy, I think.
Come on, tap.
Hello?
He said he was ready 1 minute ago. Oh, he's typing. I'm not muted. Yay, you're muted. There you go. Oh, I know what happened.
Oh,
You're
yeah,
good now.
yeah. Okay.
I remember now why that happened. Moving forward, how did that game feel? It was a very, very close game going back and forth. So many trades. It's hard for us to keep up in the cast and the stream of who died to who from what angle, and so it was a very, very quick momentum type game.
So, on a map like Oregon, we're trying to make it fun, doing some stupid stuff because, it's Oregon, it's like we're playing fast pace, just like, having fun out there because that's what it's all about. Not taking it too seriously.
Your team is in a good standing within the group stages. You're second in your group and pretty high up within the league. So you're kind of roughly close or guaranteed already. I can't remember what the exact stat is to being able to be in the upper brackets for the playoffs. So, like you said, your team sounds pretty comfortable. That you wanted to try some new things and just have fun with it.
If I'm being honest, we don't really scrim, we don't practice, we don't dry run. We just show up and play. So that's really what we're about. We're all about having fun. Do stupid stuff, play aggro, take fights, no strategy.
Both teams are very aggro because there's always someone to back up your teammates. It was always just going back and forth of kills. It was interesting to watch just the aggression from both sides. Nobody wanted to back down from a fight.
Yeah, we made a couple of calls for rushes, and I think we had we went like 1-3 with them. I don't remember, but it was pretty cool overall. We're just doing our thing.
It was 1-1, and then it ended up going up to 3-1 in your favor for that. But then they were able to answer back. One of those rushes. Did you call for a rush at the beginning of it before drone phase, or did you see what their setup was and then you said, "Hey, let's rush bunker and just take site because they have a cav off site," and then there was a TK that came out as well.
Okay, so each of the rushes were called before the round, before we got in the prep phase, because we were thinking attacking basement is boring. You look into a bunker, you clear the elbow shield, you got to fight the guy on tarps. This is boring, So we're like, fuck that shit. Oh, I'm out. Okay, I'm sorry. We're just screw that. We're just gonna rush. So that was the game plan, and then the round on meeting when we attacked there, same thing is boring. Taking top floor, clearing everything. So we decided we were just gonna rush kitchen. That was just the plan from the beginning.
Yeah, that rush went very well for you. Even calling it beforehand because there was a cav off site. Someone else was roaming with the cav. A TK came out as soon as you were entering the building, so you had a 5v2 that you were able to then take site and then just look behind you and take the two roamers off when they came back.
Yeah,
that was a very quick round.
Well executed rush right there.
Zeno, do you have anything you'd like to add or like?
I do not.
So, for a team that doesn't practice on the regular, Soft Noodles actually has a really high regard for you. I mean, Boom was in here just a moment ago, and he was like, we consider anime as our rivals in the league. So, for having basically no real strat, as you said, you've impressed some of the teams in here.
Oh, that's good to hear. I'm glad we've earned that respect because we're out here we just joined this league to have fun. You feel me? That's about it. So we earned our respect. That's just that's good to hear.
Yes. Is there anything that you'd like to add? Anything you'd like to say yourself, Tap, or any socials you'd like to plug for you and your team?
Actually, follow DoR6 on Twitter and follow F9 FPS and Baldura, all of them on Twitter, and then also BLM. That's it.
All right. Well, I think that's going to do it for this interview and for our stream tonight. So thanks so
Okay.
much for joining us, Tap. You
Yeah,
can go
no
back and
problem.
talk with your boys.
All right.
And thank you everyone else for watching and being here with us.
Yeah, thank you. Bye.
Everyone, Tap.
All right.
So I'm